piggy bank to grow.
Well, making a shrewd investment is the soundest way I know. This way, please, prospects.
How do you do? It's Joey McScrooge. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Lorcana Market Watch Monday, so that means we are going to be analyzing all the price action and price data of sealed investing into Lorcana. We are going to go through all of the sets. We are going to look at all of the cases, booster boxes, and troves today. I hope you guys enjoy this. I am so grateful for each and every single person that comes to this channel and spends this short time we have on Monday together with me. Yes, sir. So before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yes, sir. So to start things off on our very first Market Watch Monday, we are going to look at the Disney Lorcana first chapter booster box cases. They are now sitting at $1,374. Now, this is on the year. We are up 27%, but on the month, we are down 16%. It's really not down here at 16% anymore. It just dipped down to as low as 1,000. Oh, somebody sold a first print run for $2,700. That's absolutely diabolical. But this dipped down to $1,000, and this is when I was buying. I saw it dip under 1,000, and I had to pull the trigger. I had to get a case, and now today you're going to be paying over $1,400 shipped to your door for Lorcana, and there is not that many cases left. There are a current total of 29 cases left on the market, which is unfortunately not a lot. So if you missed out and you didn't buy it under 1,000, well, today you're going to be having to pay $1,400 for it. Next, just a regular booster box. This was down to $220. Now today it is at, well, $300. Do you see this spike right here? I think there was somebody from the Pokemon hobby that came in and, influenced this spike right here. I don't know. It could just be, an assumption, but you're looking at $305 for the lowest list. And it goes up quick to $320, $325, and $350. It goes up very quick. Current quantity, 262. That can get wiped out instantly if there's any hype at all brought into the Lorcana space. And next, the Trove from the first chapter, $325. Now, I'm not sure. I don't think that there is a collector and investor base established in Lorcana right now, but this is kind of a goofy move because the troves were not reprinted. There was a last print or last distribution announcement for the first chapter booster boxes in, I believe it was July of this year. And it looks like these were up to like 340 and people sold off all the way down to 265. I'm not really too sure why they did that, but that was an excellent time to buy some troves because I believe that these only had one print run and they've always been expensive like this, over 300. So, they're right back, 350. And, well, whoever panic sold, I guess they gave up all complete hope and faith in Lorcana once they got that scary last reprint of the first chapter. I don't know. But this type of stuff tells me that the investing space is not really mature yet in this hobby. So, again, guys, you have to remember, this game is only 2 years old. But as time goes on, we're going to see if Ravensburger can literally hard carry a Disney. But again, I do think personally that this does have potential to do great things in the future. Next, the booster box case for Rise of the Floodborn 578. Now, I think that this set is going to be the next to move because it is the second set. We're probably not getting any more. I did talk to Cardboard Kingdom in the hobby, and he said, and I'm in his Discord as well, that this was the shortest printed set in the entire era, or not era, but in the entire hobby or Lorcana, whatever space. And, well, the cases are still at 578. So let's do some quick math here. 578 divided by 4 equals 144. They are still sitting at MSRP for cases of the shortest printed set in the entire Lorcana universe. Wild. So next, the booster box 130. You are still sitting at MSRP. And the thing is, Ravensburger came out and they announced that they're done printing the first chapter. And now it's going to be interesting to actually see if they do that for this Rise of the Floodborn set as well, but we'll see. And if it does, then these prices will probably start to go up as well. The Trove is sitting at $70. Now, make sure, if you have boxes on the back that say EN01, the more investors that come in, the more they're going to look for the first print of stuff. That's usually the way that collectibles work. People want the first print of everything. They'll put a premium on it. But right now, in the Lorcana space, it doesn't seem, again, this is just me talking about the maturity and actual having an investor space at all in Lorcana. There's no premium on EN01 stuff for the majority. I mean, these first two sets there are, and I've noticed it, especially the first chapter has a heavy premium, especially on the cases. It's a massive case premium for EN01. First print, the September yellow sticker. Yes, sir. But again, I believe these retail for $50, so I mean, it's been almost 2 years. I would assume that Ravensburger is going to go the same route as Pokemon and probably print stuff for 2 years and then, kind of cut it off. But they have a whole separate rotation. Mike from Cardboard Kingdom was telling me that they rotate out every year 4 sets. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Again, like I said, this is all brand new, 2 years in, and I believe that we can now start talking about investing since, again, they did announce that they are done with the first chapter. So we are moving forward. Next, Disney Lorcana Into the Inklings, one of the most heaviest printed sets ever, $345. So you are under MSRP for cases right now. If you invest in the Pokemon space, you know that everything is 2-3x MSRP for cases, which is goofy. You're paying under MSRP for Lorcana cases right now. This is when you want to load up and heavily invest. When stuff is undervalued, people are looking in other places. They're not looking at Lorcana right now. But just wait. Once they start looking at Lorcana, all of these you're going to be literally thanking anybody that told you to buy right now when prices are under MSRP for cases. That's when I personally like to invest. Now, investing's not for everyone. Collecting, so you can look at it like this. You don't need a case. If you wanted to, you could, because I've also gotten comments talking about people who were like, oh yeah, I've only opened packs. I never even thought about collecting booster boxes of Lorcana. And again, that's just coming from, there's no investors in here really talking about that. I only really know Mike from Cardboard Kingdom. That's the only guy I know talking about it. But if you leave a booster box sealed, it will more than likely appreciate over time, especially the older it gets and the more away from the inception of its life it gets. So you can see right here, now down here, we're in the dumpster, down 20% on the year. $85. The MSRP on this is $144. This is a screaming deal. If you are a long-term investor, these are the types of plays. It doesn't matter what box it is. If you believe in Disney Lorcana long-term, this is literally a snap buy. I don't care what set it is. All of these sets in 10 years are going to be extinct. And the Troves, 57. Now, the thing with the Troves is, and I don't have any right here, but I have Fabled and I have Rise of the Floodborn Troves. The thing is, there's no shrink wrap on them, and they can get damaged very easily. So I would recommend you look into acrylics, or you look into trove protectors. I believe you can find them on eBay or whatever. It's just like a thin plastic lining, or you can go for a more expensive route for the acrylics for your troves. But if you have, I'm thinking, this is me just thinking using my brain. If you have mint condition troves, once stuff goes out of print, you can charge a premium, because a lot of these troves, the cardboard is all dinged up. Corners are pushed in. There's damage on the cardboard because there's no shrink wrap. And even if there was shrink wrap, it's just, if you put it in a protective casing as an investment, well, you'll be able to sell it later on down the line for a crazy premium if you have minty troves. That's just what I'm thinking in my head. It might not be right. It's all good. I've been wrong before with stuff, but coming from the Pokemon space, that's what people are doing in there. And if that translates over to Lorcana down the line in the future somewhere, well, these troves are going to be extremely expensive. Next, we're going into Ursula's Return booster box cases. Now, again, this set is extremely overprinted as well, from what I've heard. And, again, cases under MSRP. Long term, 10 years, 5 years, 10 years. We're going to look back and be laughing at these prices. I promise you we will. $370 for a case. Now, there's 40 of them. Guys, this is a time to invest. When cases are under MSRP, no one's looking. Regular booster box, $73. I don't know if you guys know this. If you guys come from Pokemon, you know that there was a box called Fusion Strike, which was $80. Nobody wanted it. Now today it's an $1,100 box because time went on and people ate up all the supply. Now, this set isn't the strongest set of cards. I'll go over the cards too if you want me to go over the singles. Maybe I could do that on Wednesday or something. I'll go over singles on Wednesday. I'll go over sealed on Monday. And then Friday we'll have to figure something out. If you guys have any suggestions, I'm not a pack opener, so, and that might be new to people in the Lorcana space, but I don't open any packs. We can figure something out on Fridays. I don't know. Let me know if you have any suggestions down in the comment section below. Let me know for sure. But $73 for this box right here. You are paying half MSRP. That's a screaming buy. And the troves, $40. Again, $10 under MSRP. But I believe these were printed a lot. I even see these at Target still today. Next, we're going into Shimmering Skies, $440 for a booster box case. How many are left on the market? I can't even see. Oh, 13. Wow, that's actually crazy. That's actually crazy work that there's only 13 left. It really goes to like actually show how rare. I don't know if this is rare or not, but if there's 13 on the market, it's not a lot. That's literally not a lot at all. And again, if there's any hype, if there's any investors that come in, if there's any big money that comes into Lorcana, well, everything's going to be extremely scarce. Next, the booster box 102. It looks like it's over a year old, because it has a year worth of data on here. But $100 for this, again, $40 under MSRP. I would definitely suggest, if you wanted Shimmering Skies, you should probably buy it when it's under MSRP by this much. Shimmering Skies, Illuminator Trove, $36 under MSRP. Well, I mean, after shipping, it's probably MSRP to your door. But you guys heard my spiel on the Shimmering Sky, on the Troves. Next, Azurite Sea booster boxes, $379. Well, this is showing that people don't really like this set, but it doesn't matter long term. I promise you, if Disney Lorcana stands the test of time, all of this stuff this is the vintage stuff right here. I mean, it might look hyper modern because it technically is, but if we go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, these are the vintage boxes right now today. And the craziest thing is, everybody probably missed out on Pokemon having all the vintage boxes. This is your time to get cases, to get booster boxes of vintage. So you can see here. I mean, you can't really see it. I guess I'll pull it up. You can see here. I have them in acrylic cases. First chapter, acrylic cases. Make sure you protect your investments. I cannot stress that enough. You want good condition boxes. Because if there's only boxes that are damaged, corners damaged, rips, tears, this and that, and those are it, that's all that's on the market, well, you can come onto the market with your box and charge a premium because you have a mint condition box. You can set the price. Next, a regular booster box, $100. Way under MSRP. Goodbye. And here's the thing, guys. Everything for Lorcana right now is a good buy. Every booster box and every booster box case is a screaming buy right now. Next, the Illuminator's Trove, $34, way under MSRP. I see this all day, like mass-produced in Target. So I personally, I'm not going to invest in Troves. I have 3 Fabled Troves and 2 of Rise of the Floodborn Troves. That's it. I'm not buying any more Troves. Maybe we can do a giveaway or something later on down the line, see what happens. Next, Arcasia's Island Booster Box Case, $369. Nobody's looking at Lorcana right now as investments. This is when we strike, when no one's looking, and we have 27 cases. That's it. That is it, guys. 27. Nobody's looking. This is our time to buy. Next, the regular booster box, $94. You see it. The lowest that we're going is $70 to $75. The downside risk on all of Lorcana is extremely low. There's not really any downside risk. Now, some miraculous Black Swan event could happen. Everything could go to 0. But the likelihood of that actually happening is, you can't live your life in what ifs and absolutes. You have to. You have to. And I've gotten the comparison to, or I've gotten comments before, people saying, yeah, you could just compare Lorcana to MetaZoo, and it's like, no, that's not realistic. MetaZoo is some random IP run by goofies, and this is literally Disney, Ravensburger. Two of the biggest. Disney is literally the biggest IP umbrella company in the world. And Disney is global. Disney is well known by everybody. If you offered to take your wife or your girlfriend to, or your daughters or kids to Disneyland, they would be over the moon. Just know, Disney is not going anywhere. Doesn't matter. Next, Reina Jafar booster boxes. Oh, and I couldn't find a trove for Arcasia's Island. I don't know. Let me know if you guys, if they even released troves for that or not. I couldn't find one. $3.91. Now this set is very strong. You have the Elsa Chase, and I believe you have a... No, I'm not going to say that. But I know there's an Elsa in there. That is the most expensive. And there are a lot of these because this is one of the most recent sets. 56 cases on the market, sitting at $3.91. This is extremely undervalued. If you want my personal opinion, I would be focusing on the first chapter, Rise of the Floodborn, Into the Inklings, Ursula's Revenge, I think that's what the name was, Reina Jafar, and Fabled. If Fabled starts to go down, if Fabled gets anywhere near $100 a box, well, you should probably buy a lot of them. Next, regular booster box 88. This is a screaming buy to me. I need to buy cases of Reina Jafar just because the cards inside. I know that they're actually good. They're actually chaseable characters. And, well, here we are. Here we are. Next, the Trove for Reina Jafar, $40, $10 under MSRP. And that's the Troves. And here it is. This is a set that changed everything for Lorcana. This is a set that revamped, rebirthed Lorcana. This is a set that got me even to look back at Lorcana. I was looking at Pokemon for 6 years straight. And now I'm looking at Lorcana as an opportunity. $600 for the case. Now, if this case comes down to $400, even $500, I'm going to be snap buying them because of the new rarities, the iconic Mickey and Minnie, holding a massive premium. This case right now today is going to be one of the best sets. Now, right now, this is literally the best set that Lorcana has made so far. Understanding that we are probably going to get crazy iconics in the future. They could do a holiday set. They could do a specialty set. I don't know. It's crazy. Anything could happen. Regular booster box going for $154, so we're still $10 over MSRP. This is different. I know it just released, but this is different than every other booster box all the way up to the first chapter. This set is literally different. This is the one right here, in my personal opinion. And the Troves, I like the ink. I think it's called an ink counter. I don't know. I'm still learning all of the terminology for Lorcana, but it has the eye to eye. I believe it ink counter. Let me know down in the comment section below if that's right or not. But sitting at $60 again, $10 over MSRP. So that is going to wrap it up for your sealed Lorcana Market Watch Monday. And yeah, I think we're going to go over the singles on Wednesday. Again, let me know what you guys want me to do on Friday. I appreciate every single person coming to the channel and checking out Joey McScrooge. I will see you guys on Wednesday.